Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sing Awesome Naya. Hope you are great. So, I came across a video of a white woman who actually said that, the saying that once you go black, you never go back. Just said that saying is not true. Why is that saying not true? I think her heart is already broken because she dated or she married a black man or something like that, or she has been dating a black man all through her life and all that. So now maybe her fetishization has put her in trouble. Mind you, her father told her before she get into that cycle not to try it, and she decided not to listen to her father. A child who does not listen to the father will end up where somewhere that is not nice, but wherever it is. Black men, sometimes I don't know how you people find love, but you find love in a very hopeless place. But I will keep it at that. I will keep it at that. I feel like she never loved black people. She probably, their fetishization sometimes is really crazy. Now I feel so sad for the children because in the end, the children will be the one to suffer whatever that is happening to her because anything that is going on with her is self-inflicted. The children wasn't part of it, but the children will also bear the part of the cross because a lot will happen. Sometimes people that do not even like black women, white women do not like black women, but they go around marrying black men. Why? Let's get into this video.
Hey y'all, what's up? Good evening, motherfuckers. I got a question for y'all. Is it true that once you go black, you never go back?
So do y'all know that phrase, once you go black, you never go back? Yeah, that actually means once you go black, you never actually go back to them. Okay, that's what that means because I've been with nothing but black men my entire life, and I can honestly say, worst decision ever. Okay, if I could go back in time, I would. And that's something I would definitely change is being with a black man. Okay, my dad used to always tell me, you need to be with a white man, you need to have white kids, blah, blah, blah. And I would always be like, no, because I liked black men, but I should have listened. So if you are a white girl and you're considering being with a black man, I would honestly think long and hard about that one. Why do you think a lot of black women are starting to date white men?
Now you know the world is shot to shit when the goddamn preferences. The ones who they say submit to them, listen to them, are easy to sway, easy to manipulate because the BLK women got attitude and wear wigs with the lashes and shit. And now they're running from the BLK men as well. What is going on, brothers? What y'all out there doing? Now, I ain't saying it's all of y'all because I know y'all like to get in the comments and tussle. But the majority of y'all, like, what is going on? Y'all gonna keep making up excuses for your fuck ups and your lack thereof? Because what's gonna happen next? You don't want the BLK women. The white T women kind of tired of you. What y'all's gonna do? I feel like some of y'all need to start fixing yourselves now. Or you really don't have to. The choice is yours. But what do the rest of y'all think about this? Leave me a comment. Let's talk about it. And don't forget to hit the follow button. Toodles.
So do y'all know that phrase, once you go black, you never go back? Yeah, that actually means once you go black, you never actually go back to them. Okay, that's what that means because I've been with nothing but black men my entire life, and I can honestly say, worst decision ever. Okay, if I could go back in time, I would. And that's something I would definitely change is being with a black man. Okay, my dad used to always tell me, you need to be with a white man, you need to have white kids, blah, blah, blah. And I would always be like, no, because I liked black men, but I should have listened. So if you are a white girl and you're considering being with a black man, I would honestly think long and hard about that one.
I ain't gonna lie, when I see the preferences talking like this, I be like, that's what you get. Because there's so many women that get on this app and tell y'all what's going on. And then there's a few men out here that step up and tell y'all what's going on too. But y'all don't listen. Y'all be listening to black men tell y'all that, you know, y'all more submissive and this why they respect you more, and y'all be listening and blah blah blah, and then you get left with a baby. Or you get done wrong. Cause you thought that you was gonna get treated better because you were sold a lie. That what you get. Like when it come to stuff like this, situations like this with the preferences, I just say that's what you get, bro. Yeah. Talking about once you go black, you never go back to them. Well, when black women were trying to tell you to not go black at all, you decided to come over here. You decided to not listen to your dad. All right. If black women telling you what their experiences is with black men, then why do y'all be thinking that you finna get some type of special treatment? How many examples do you need in order for you to start listening to them? Should have listened to your dad too.
Go black, you never actually go back to them. Okay, that's what that.
It's always funny to me to see these white girls that crash out after they've had failed relationships with black men. It is hilarious to watch. Because normally what happens is these white girls wanted to be part of black culture. They wanted to have that proximity to blackness. But the black girls that they came in contact with was like, oh, hell no, nah, Becky, if you don't get your ass. So they were jealous. So them dating black men all boils down to them thinking that that's them getting revenge on black women. Like, I'm taking something that belongs to you. Look, your men don't even want y'all. Aha, I'm better than y'all. And then when they get these black men and realize the black men don't care about them no more than they care about black women, now all of a sudden it's, ooh, don't date black men. Once you go black, you know. No, mm-mm. See, the problem here is she thought that as a white woman, she was going to get with a black man and she was going to be the standard. See, whatever black man she got with, that was his preference. So she figured like, okay, I'm going to be better than any black woman that he could ever come in contact with because look at me, I'm white. I'm obviously better just by waking up in the morning. And now that she feels bamboozled, hoodwinked, led astray even, now it's, don't date black men. You fetishized black men because you felt like black men was going to give you that proximity to blackness that you so desperately yearn for. Like, I hear that black scent trying to leak out. I hear it. Even your daddy told you, stay away from them darkies. And you still didn't listen. And to say, I've always liked black men is just more fetishization of the black man. Because what you could have said is, I like men, so if I just happen to meet one that's black and he's nice, then, so be it. But saying, like, I've always liked black men, as if they're just, a slab of meat, is disgusting. It's fetishization. So please, you're not a victim here. You know who's the victim? The victim are those children that you raised in a non-nuclear household. Yeah, they're the victims. They're the victims of everything that's getting ready to happen because whatever's getting ready to happen between you and the black man you procreated with, it's getting ready to be tumultuous. And those kids are the victim, not you, Becky, with the okay hair.
The term once you go black, you never go back is not just because, white women fall in love with the black pain and, you know what I mean? Like, they just can't get enough of it, so they don't want a white pain. It ain't got nothing to do with it. I mean, it does, but that's not the only thing. It's also because a lot of white men will literally, and they've said this time and time again, a lot of white men won't date a white woman who has been with a black man. Not all, but a lot of them won't. Like, we've heard this time and time again. Like, I have serviced white women, okay, in the, I'll just say I was a kind of in the escort field, right? And I've serviced a lot of white women, okay? Judge me now, judge me later, I really don't give a fuck. But the point I'm making is that a lot of them have lied to their husbands and said that, they've never been with a black dude, ever, but they have. Because they wanted to secure the bag with their white husband that probably had money, this and that. This is a really big thing that happens. This is something that happens all the time. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of white women have been cracked by a black dude. You know, they don't want to admit it or tell their white boyfriend or husband specifically, but it happens all the time. So that's kind of what they mean when they say that in most cases, you know, because it's like once they go black, they know they kind of can't really go to another white dude.
It's all I got from this video. I love whatever that happened to her. Let me tell you something. Some of these people do not like black women, but they are going for black men with the D. You don't like black women, but you want a black man. And you are here to tell me that, you know what they say, when you go to when you black, you never go back. That is not true. That it's your problem. Because a child that refuses to listen to the father will do what? Will fall into the pit. With what? With a fly. And she has fallen. And she's here to tell me, oh, maybe why, what really happened? What did he do? I really feel so sad. Like I said, I really feel so sad for the children because majority of the things they do not, it affects their children because their mindset already isn't kind of going cray. Yeah, and then they will use that cray mindset to raise their kids, and their kids will start having some cray too. Because there are some biracials, you see, you already know that he or she is raised by mom. I said what I said. Fetishization. You want to see what it looks like. Now that you have seen what it looks like and how big or small it is, how far? If you look, she already got black skin. Because why not? When she's already having some black cock. I said it. And for that black man that is talking nonsense, what was this? Don't judge you. Who is judging you when you came out here to tell us your nonsense? Why wouldn't I even judge you? Anyway, I don't judge because it's none of my business. Whatever you do, it's your problem. But I don't like to hear things like this. Please, you can keep it in just swallow it. Swallow it with water. You don't have to come out here to tell us that you have. Don't judge me. Who is judging you? Because you already know that what you did is whatever. Now, one thing I'm going to tell some black men. One thing I know for sure. I've been telling us this. I really do not have problem with anybody where you find love. I do not have problem with anybody finding love in a hopeless place. Because sometimes it sounds like they found love in a hopeless place, but whatever it is, let me tell you this, the only problem I have with you finding your love or your lover is using your reference or your preference as a reference to my people. That is the only problem I will have with you. But aside from that, cook away. Continue to cook. When you finish cooking, it's either your children know you or they don't know you, or you get to see your children or you don't get to see your children. But whatever it is, I'm going to draw my curtain here. This is all that I have. When they see a black cock, especially the good ones, sorry, I am going deep into this, but yeah. The problem is that they feel like black men will worship them sometimes. But when you fail to do that, now that she is going back to factory set. I'm sorry. I can really be mean sometimes, but yeah, it's okay. Now that she's going back to factory setting, she has the guts to come out here online to tell her, I've been looking for her handle. I couldn't find her. I think she also disappeared. Her men will not want to do anything with her because those ones are also mad. Why are they mad? They feel like when you have tested the other side, like, what can I do to get you on track? I can't do anything. So they run for their beautiful life. But whatever it is, you and I know where I'm going to. They have this belief that if you are a white woman and you go the other side, that it is an honor for them. their God will catch them because they know that what they have under there is peanuts, so it can't go anywhere. Guys, I am being messy a little bit, but yeah, I will drop my God in here before. Bye for now.